Bitter criticism in the middle of the night. Actually, late night in Spanish and Portuguese, Latin anyway, we have a better word for this is madrugada. So I couldn't sleep so well. And well, I had an advice from a friend, Daniel Jadue. It's not Jadue, or maybe it's Jadue, but who knows? Those Chileans people, they like to change the accent of the words. All they turn into Jadue, ojalá, ojalá, and etc. But I'm not sure about Jadue because it's a proper name, and Jadue is not a stupid guy. So, well, Jadue give me an advice to talk about this very issue, this tower over there. It's not the Eiffel Tower. I will try to say Eiffel backwards, like Eiffel. I had problems doing that. Eiffel. How is Eiffel backwards? It's not that bad. Eiffel. Eiffel. Lefie. This is the Lefie Tower. It's not the Eiffel Tower. It's the Lefie Tower. Understand? So there are some people, some conservative people who don't trust me, who thinks my activity here is suspect. People thinking that I could be an anarchist, a terrorist. You know what I just realized? I have no light now. You're seeing nothing. There's nothing to see here, just the moon. But this is the regular stage with the regular noisy trucks. I complain about the noisy trucks, but you'll see there the truck, I guess. Look, anytime soon, a little truck. Can you see the truck, the light? That's the little. Oh, I guess that's the trash truck. What a hard job. But in the end, if you survive doing any job, schedule, it doesn't matter, because who cares about stupid people? I mean, you don't have to live with stupid people like me, like everybody in daily basis. So you are not seeing nothing here. I just keep I'm putting the tripod now, as usual. I'm with the dog as usual, with the dogs. Tommy, sale. And maybe, just maybe, we will see some light in 2 hours. This is kind of 5 a.m. So pretty early. Because yesterday my back pain, it was too hard to stream. I get really worried about my back, and in the end I got some drugs, some special drugs for my back, for the pain. And here I am, taking my drugs in the right schedule. 8 hours later, I'll show you something. How is going the Do you saw the truck over there? Well, trucks is the only thing we can say we can see now. Well, and I was watching Daniel Jadue weekly report. It's nice because a report like that is always nice because you always do a lot of analysis. The obvious analysis I always do is the cultural analysis. Like Daniel Jadue is a Chilean guy making this TV show with his friend. I don't remember his friend. And well, I have a criticism. This is bitter criticism anyway. His friend is sometimes kind of annoying because, and Daniel Jadue is just kind of annoying. I will not say he's unbearable. He's not unbearable, but and he's a brother. They help each other. They are two friends. I'll say they are two friends. Yeah, two good friends. But sometimes these two guys, they just forget they are doing a show. You know. Sometimes they forget they are doing a show. This show, Daniel Jadue, Sin Maquillaje show, tours super, I don't know how to say, informal, you know. Sometimes it's too informal. Look who is saying that. A guy talking in the shadows, just talking in. Maybe I will put the. I'm guess I will put the lights. What about the lights? I guess I will put the lights now. But I'm not sure if I have a lot of battery. I will do the test. Well, testing. It's not that bad. Look, it's not that bad. Yeah, I will do the show with the flash. And well, what Daniel Jadue said to me, I guess, is that these neighbors over here, everybody, they are afraid of my activity because this is suspect, you know. This is super suspect. They don't understand English, I guess, or maybe unfortunately they do understand English. They don't agree with my political views, and we have a problem. These people over here in Playa Ancha, they are fascist, just like every Chilean, I guess. Just like majority of Chileans, they are fascist, and they hate me because I am communist, and I supporting that in a daily basis China and Russia, because I support China and Russia in a daily basis. And I'll tell you more. Which is the richest country in the world? Which is the richest country in the world? It's not the United States. No. It's China. China is the richest country in the world in 2024. Which is gonna be the richest country in this century, in forever? China. And what is China? We are getting closer. Tell me, what is China? Tell me one word about China, just one word. It's a communist country. China is rich thanks to communism. Understand? So, all these fascist people, it's better they pretend not to understand nothing from English, you know? They will try hard, pretending not understand nothing that I'm saying right now. That China is the richest country thanks to communism, and communism just won. Communism already won. Communism won already, you know? And well, these people hate me because I'm communist. They are saying, just like rats, you know, zombie rats like they are. I am a suspect guy doing suspect things near to a tower. The Eiffel, I will do this better. Look, I will write in here Eiffel. It's not the Eiffel Tower. It's not the Eiffel Tower. You know, I give zero fuck about this shit. You know, about these zombie rats. About this zombie fascist. What? Zombie fascist. This mixed aboriginal mixed rats. Leffier, it's not Eiffel Tower, it's Leffier Tower. Here we are in the Leffier Tower. What about that with the dogs? With the Leffier Tower. Anyway, this episode is to say thanks to Daniel Jadue, of course. Always, I always listen him. I always listen Daniel Jadue and Pepe Escobar and Rui Costa Pimentel. We are 4 cancer guys. Tom is also cancer, so we are here in a cancer environment, saving the world, I guess, or just studying, just reading. Those truck drivers are also cancer. We are all cancer. We are all fine. We are all great. We are good people, yeah. This episode is just to recycle everything. I will take a news from the March 25. I have a lot of files here. A lot of files with a lot of news I didn't read. I can recycle. This is like a big recycle. I will call this episode the Big Recycle. Look, I have a news from CGTN. This is from 2 days ago. And as I'm reading, I will get back in time, and I will show you. World, CGTN, a news about Daniel Jadue, who is a Palestinian descendant. But this is from China, a communist country. Communist country. China is communist. Anyway, March 25, 2024. CGTN, Palestinians carried water amid a clean water and food crisis. This is important because China finally saying something about this whole genocide, you know? About this whole modern genocide. It's not a genocide that happens in biblical times. You better keep calm, you know? Israel is not more biblical times. Bible is over. Yes, Bible is over, people. Calm down. Calm down. Bible is over. Take it easy, you know? All this genocide stuff, this massacre, is not allowed anymore, you know? There's this too terrible. This, you know, if you did anything terrible in your life, if you did anything terrible, like, I don't know, anything terrible, you know, Israel people did it a billion times worse. You know, they are killing people in 2024. Palestinians carry water amid a clean water and food crisis. They have limited access to water due to Israeli attacks in Jabalia, Gaza. March 23, a photograph. This is just fresh. All is fresh here. The news is 2 days ago. That could be even fish, you know, if this article will be fish, it will be fresh fish. Yeah, we have fresh fish news. Yeah, that will be better, you know. Yeah, that will be very better, you know, than bitter criticism. Fresh fish news. What about fresh fish news? It's just 2 days. 2 days in without even a freezer. You can have, yeah. No, you should put it in a freezer right away. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said during a visit to Jordan on Monday that there is growing international consensus to tell Israel that a ceasefire is needed, and that an assault on Rafah will cause a humanitarian disaster. We see a growing consensus emerging in the international community to tell the Israelis that the ceasefire is needed, and I also see a growing consensus I heard in the US, I heard from the European Union, not to mention, of course, the Muslim world, to tell clearly to Israelis that any ground invasion of Rafah could mean a humanitarian disaster, unquoted. Guterres told media at a press conference. Well, this is China, people. China is like world's mom, Mom is saying something, people. Mom is saying, mom. Because China is doing everything, China is the industry of the world. She is really what back the world. So the world is Chinese, and I support China. I want to go to Hainan. I am a strongly supporter of China. Take me to Hainan. I want to live in Hainan. I want to work there. I want to fish. I want to solve the crisis, the Al Jazeera documentary crisis about fishermen. I will do my fresh fish news in Hainan. What about that? With fishermen alongside me, eating fish, getting diseases, getting rotten fish diseases. What about that? Well, that will be a nice show, I guess. Not anti-communist. Forget about anti-communism. UN Secretary General, Jordan is pretty near to Israel. It's just around the corner. Jordan is like Israel 2.0. It's like another westernized country, I guess. Is even smaller. Jordan is even smaller than Israel. But anyway, we see a growing consensus. There's a meme of a basket player of the Jordan country national team with the 23 basketball shirt jersey and playing like Kobe Bryant. But I forgot now. But it's a very small country. But this is a very US influenced country. Is absolutely Western, I guess. Jordan. We see a growing consensus emerging. I just read this. During a tour of a center in Jordan's with that camp where the UN Palestinian Refugee Agency, UNRWA, provides health and education services. The top UN official said the agency was a lifeline of hope and dignity for millions of refugees across the region. This quote: "We must strive to keep the one-of-a-kind services that UNRWA provides following because that keeps hope flowing in a darkening world." I'll try to speak it. UNRWA is the one ray of light of millions of people, Guterres said. Jordan hosts 2.4 million Palestinian refugees, the largest number of such refugees among Israel's neighbors. Many of its citizens are of Palestinian origin. The UNRWA has been in crisis since Israel accused in dozens of its staff of involvement in the October 7 attacks against Israel. UNRWA is profoundly contributing in ways that can be measured on a graph, advancing social cohesion, promoting stability, building peace. Imagine if all of this was taken away, Guterres said. The results of an independent internal UN investigation that was launched will help strengthen and improve UNRWA, the top UN official said. This is with input from Reuters. So yeah, so this is China. Well, I feel kind of well. I'm not have I never had a direct dialogue with Rui Pimenta from PCO in Brazil. Rui Pimenta do PCO, but I guess he sent me messages like I should read news like this and support Palestinian against this massacre. So I have, well, maybe just like Pepe Escobar says, maybe nihilism. My nihilism is kind of it's like a disease I have, like the West has also nihilism, because for me, maybe I saw some Palestinian in my life. Maybe, well, Rui Pimenta from PCO, he says Palestinian people are great. They are awesome. There are a lot of competent people, capable in Palestine. What can I say is that Daniel Jadue is super funny too. Maybe he and his friend, they are too informal, but Daniel Jadue is a great guy, super funny too. Humor is important in life. The last joke he did is what I will try to remember, but no, I can't remember now. But he's super funny. Rui Pimenta is super funny too, and well, Daniel Jadue is Palestinian descendant here in Chile, so I kinda know some Palestinians. I know Daniel Jadue. Daniel Jadue is a Palestinian. I saw him personally once, so I know a Palestinian. These people, they are getting genocide. They are on the verge of a genocide, and well, Daniel Jadue survived. But people there in Palestine, there are 5 million people. I don't know how much of them just died. Rui Pimenta always say how much people. Rui Pimenta says that journalists, maybe like me, like 200 journalists, maybe 200 journalists got killed, assassinated by Israel, by Zionism. And that's it. What can I say? I'm so grateful not being in Israel. If I will be in Israel filming something like this with a light, just like this light, well, this cell phone, this Huawei cell phone could be my UNRWA light on the I forgot. Well, Antonio Guterres, UNRWA is profoundly contributing in ways that can be measured on a graph. Yeah. So China is doing a little bit promoting UNRWA. I didn't know UNRWA, and that's it. It is just a small contribution. This is nothing. I have zero audience. Yeah, I don't support more. I have a Palestinian jersey. I keep thinking that that very jersey is a training brand was bought. Yeah, maybe I'm going too deep in this question, but Palestinian, there are a lot of support. Well, no, on the social level, what will happen if I put my jersey, my Palestinian jersey? There's a there's a Palestinian club right here, a Palestinian soccer club, Palestino. I guess that's it. Palestino. It's not Palestino Sport Club, Palestino Soccer Club. It's just Palestino. Well, this club, what will happen if I put that jersey? Nothing. People will say, "Oh, look that guy. He's so compassionate." That's it. And what's that? There's nothing, I'm not helping Palestine by wearing a jersey, Maybe Rui Pimenta is right about doing a financial campaign to support to support Palestinian people, to support Hamas. Hamas. Yeah, Hamas is the only way to help Palestinian. Looks like. Well, anyway, I don't I don't pay much attention to Palestine because I can do nothing. But there's I saw this video, this terrible video. There was four Palestinian people, four of them, just walking in Palestine. They were just walking during a day. They got a missile. They died. There's a video on Revista Forum on Instagram. Israel just killed four people. They filmed. And they killed the journalists, Who knows? They are killing journalists. So, yeah, I will never, I can guarantee you, I will never do nothing about Eiffel Tower. I will just catch an eye again. Eiffel Tower, I will never do nothing against this Eiffel Tower. I'm not a terrorist. I don't like Chilean people. I guess Chilean people are zombies, are stupid rat zombies. That's it. I guess these people just lost. They just lost. Chilean people lose. They lose history. They are out of history, They just lost. They don't have the industry. They are terrible people. They are mean people. They are terrible. Period. That's it. But if I destroy the tower like that, if I could do that, if I were an anarchist or something, people say that they are anarchists in Chile from the Estallido Social. People say they are operating anyway. I hate Chileans, but if I do that, if I destroy this tower, first I will lose my own light, I will lose my own energy. I will stop doing the show, I will have nowhere to charge my laptop and my cell phone. That's the first question. And second, that will get worse. Even though they are rats, they will get worse. That will help to elect cast, more terrorism anyway. Terrorism just help the right wing. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't want that. Even if I hate Chileans, they will get even worse. And that's why I will never destroy this tower. Yeah, that was from Daniel Jadue advice. Thank you, Daniel, because yeah, people are looking at me in this slum over there. They don't like me. I don't like them. But I will never destroy this tower just because I just said this is my energy. This energy over there is mine. I do this very energy I'm using to recording this it's that energy over there from this tower, you know. And I like this show. I like these articles. I love radio. This, yeah, just like Queen. I will not do yoga anymore. Not because my back is really under pain. I wonder if a missile could help me, you know, because the pain is so big. But I'm taking this medicine, this ketoprofen or something like. I'm taking medicine for my back. Yeah. Anyway, so I just read the CGTN news. Mom is calling. What's going on? This is just too much. China is calling for a ceasefire. You know, China, a capitalist country, a communist country, an Israel ally. Stop it. Just stop the death. Stop all this shit. So we have more news from CGTN. China's vice president meets with the head of the Asian Development Bank. This is from politics. You know, I just remember that I did this before, and the flash of this, the illumination is terrible. It gets you blind. I'm getting blind here. Terrible, terrible. This illumination on your face, on your face. CGTN. Chinese Vice Premier Ding Xuexiang on the right in the photograph. Yeah, this is a photograph. It's a meeting. Meets with Masatsugu Asakawa. Sounds Japanese. Masatsugu Asakawa sounds Japanese. President of the Asian Development Bank in Beijing, China, March 25, 2024, from Xinhua, the photograph. Chinese Vice Premier Ding Xuexiang met with Masatsugu Asakawa, President of the Asian Development Bank, ADB, in Beijing on Monday. Ding, also a member of the Standing Committee of the Political Bureau of the Communist Party of China Central Committee, said the Chinese economy remains an important global economic growth engine, noting that it has overcome multiple difficulties and challenges, and China's economic recovery has been consolidated and strengthened. Well, this is the kind of news. It's just politics. It's not hot. It's stupid. I'm sorry. I guess I will. This is the. I guess I'm. The time is come today. Time has come today. Now I have some time to go. And Mursi, come here, Mursi. I will read this news and I will try to recycle some older news. But this news is great, I guess. Xi Jinping calls on Hunan to ride its scepter in Chinese modernization. China. March 21, 2024, CGTN. Chinese President Xi Jinping, also General Secretary of the Communist Party of China Central Committee and Chairman of the Central Military Commission, visits a cultural street in Shangji, Central China's Hunan Province. March 19, 2024, Xinhua News. Well, I started reading this and this was a photograph of he doing great in Hunan. I like Xi Jinping. And maybe this is kind of the countryside in China. President Xi Jinping has called on a central China Hunan province, China's Hunan province, to stay committed to reform and innovation and follow a realistic and pragmatic approach to ride its own scepter in advancing Chinese modernization. You know, I have a feeling on China. Everybody do, but I do too, because Chinese people, they look nice to me. They are humble, they are working. There are a lot of them. They organize, they are communists. You know, I have a good feeling about China. they don't do drugs. He also general secretary. He also general secretary of the Communist Party of China Central Committee and chairman of the Central Military Commission, made the remarks during an inspection tour to the province from Monday to Thursday. He urged Hunan to build itself into a national hub for important and advanced manufacturing industries and SciTech and SCI Tech, an innovation center with core competitiveness, and continue to be a peace setter for reform and opening up of China's inland regions. Pace setter. No, it's not peace setter. Noisy truck. And Hunan continued to be a pace setter for reform and opening up of China's inland regions. You know, I guess I never heard of Hunan, but I do know a lot of things from Shandong, because in social media, Instagram and Facebook, they put a lot of advertisements of, like, for example, brewery. Yeah, I'm not taking a beer right now, but there's this kind of not just brewery plants, but all you can imagine. Shandong province looks like it's the real locomotive, just like Hunan. They are talking about Hunan. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna search for Hunan in CGTN site. There will be a lot of material, a lot of articles about Shandong. Shandong, I guess you can go to Shandong if you have the money and buy anything. I don't know, a brewery plant. I love beer. That's why I'm super well targeted there, because yeah, that advancement target me very well. President He talks with teachers and students while visiting a campus on Hunan First Normal University in Changsha, Hunan Province. This photograph. On Monday, he first inspected Hunan First Normal University in Changsha City, where he visited an exhibition featuring Mao Zedong in his youth and chatted with students and faculty members. He stressed that the importance of the role of schools in fostering virtue among students and guiding them to serve the country. Sounds great. Sounds better than any South American college I know. The First Normal University in Changsha City. Not Chancha. You know, Chancha is piggy, Peppa Piggy, but Changsha in Changsha City in Hunan Province. Things to do with some money, you know. If you take some money, you can do this kind of trips to these nice cities. And you know, this talk about Mao Zedong, and well, I guess Mao Zedong is just what South America needs, you know. People have a terrible culture over here, this Latin culture, this drug addiction, and what else? I forgot the word. There's just too much stupid features, like intrigue. I don't know if you say intrigue in English, but intrigas is just too much intriguing, stupid scripts from Latin people. So I guess Latin people they just need, and also Western people they need Mao Zedong again alive, you know, doing a cultural revolution. That's it, you know. People, uh, Western people can say anything against cultural revolution. I just I think it's just what the West needs, you know, because wokeism and intrigues, Latin culture is just too much. It's just too much shit, you know. It's too bad, too bad, and that's what people need. We need a Mao Zedong leader again. Just 1 second, Milu. Just 1 second. You need a cultural revolution too. I will educate you. You because you like too much shit too. You will stop getting stinky with the shit and corpses. I will call Mao Zedong against you. That's true. You know, yeah, all this kind of shit. But Milu is a dog, you know. Milu is a dog, and he it's hard to him to understand. This shit stinkiness, this corpses stinkiness is just too much for me, for people. Well, and that's it. They are doing well. They are another news. President Xi Jinping visits a battery materials joint venture in Changsha, Hunan province. That would be great to read too. Uh, there's more news. Xi Jinping inspects spring farming and its preparation work while visiting uh, Gangsha, Gangshangping village of He He Hihiapo town. Anyway, Dixing district, Shangshe, Hunan province. It's pretty hard to speak Chinese. Shangshe, anyway. Well, this is the kind of news CGTN is prone because they are chapa branca in Portuguese means institutional. It's just too institutional. There's no spicy here. It's not like there's no. Maybe I'm too Latin, you know. Maybe I like too spicy things. Uh, uh, Maybe I like just too much thrilling news. Maybe it's time to release the dogs. Just 1 more second. Just 1 more second from this recycle. I just recycled the March 25 file, but I have a lot of more news. I had to look. I have a very different article. The rise of Saxon settlements in England, very different. You know, this was from a blog. Johnny Scott Walker, December 5, 2023. This was from 3 months ago. The Saxon settlements in England, which emerged and evolved from around the 5th to the 11th centuries, reflect a period of significant transformation in the country's history. These settlements, established during the Anglo-Saxon era, following the departure of the Romans and the influx of Germanic tribes, including the Anglo-Saxons and Jutes, were foundational in shaping the cultural, social, and physical landscape of medieval England. The origins and development of Saxon settlements in England represent a pivotal chapter in the country's history, marking a period of significant transition and cultural transformation following the end of Roman Britain. This era, beginning in the 5th century, saw the gradual emergence of a new social and political landscape, shaped by the migration and settlement of Germanic tribes notably the Anglo-Saxons and Jutes. Well, my opinion is that these people, the barbarians, they just have such a bad time making these wars in this bad weather. They developed weapons and they had a lot of success and in this war mentality, and that's what made they conquer even China. Because China back then it was the richest country in the world, and they will be again. But war must stop, and that's it. War must stop, and that's why I'm going to release the Tommy dog. But these dogs over here, they will not get released because they just got too stinky. But Tommy is a good boy. You are bad boys, Milu. Milu just got stinky with a shit. With shit, Milu. And that's why it's too hard to be a dog mommy. And Mursi also gets stinky with a corpse. And that's what they did. And if I release them right now, no, if I release you, you never understand, Milu. Or maybe these dogs over here, they love to get a bath. That sounds. Do you like take a bath, Milu? That's what you like? Because you cannot stink like shit, Milu. No. And right now he's anyway, dogs, my lovely dogs, my beloved dogs. And well, it was just night and more night. Nothing. The sun didn't rise.